Hey gang, Andy here from Get Your Sheet Together. Today we're going to talk about addition in Microsoft Excel. Now there's really three ways that we're going to be able to do this, and I'll show you all three of those ways today. But first, let's start with a scenario. Let's say you're planning an event at your company and you're inviting colleagues from all around the world. And you're going to want to determine, number one, what head count you've got, so how many people are going to be in attendance, and two, what does everybody want to eat for lunch? So I've put this quick workbook together here to be able to illustrate the three different ways that we can go about adding up all of the different values in each of the columns. So as you can see, in here we've got 5 different columns. The first one is the group with all of the different group names. Again, we just got placeholders here. The second one is the number of attendees from each group. And then numbers 3 through 5 are the names of all of the lunch options that have been selected, pre-selected by the attendees from each unique delegation. So as I mentioned, there's really three ways that we can go about working on adding, or what we'll know in Excel as summing, the contents of your cells. So let's talk through the first way that we can go about adding up all of the content of these cells. So the first thing you want to do is select a cell that will be your equation cell for this exercise. So for this one, I'm going to select cell B11. And the first thing you're going to want to do is add in an equal sign. The most simple way for us to go about adding is simply by selecting the cell you want to add, selecting the plus symbol, and then select the next item in the list, plus, and then repeat the process over and over again until you get all of the content in the cells you want to add. So for here, again, we've got 8 different cells you want to add into, and then to finalize the formula, you're just going to hit enter. And so in this case, we've got 62 attendees from our 8 delegations that are going to be attending our event, which is great. Now, let's say you had 100 delegations coming. Adding in all of those plus signs becomes rather cumbersome when you get to that many. So a much faster way to go about doing this is using what we're going to call the sum function. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this cell and another equal sign to begin our function. And then I'm going to open it up with the word sum, S-U-M, and then an open parentheses. And one of the great parts of Microsoft Excel is that it provides you these nifty little tooltips as you're working on your formula so that we can see what the formula requires so that we can make sure we're performing the formula correctly. In this instance, it's going to tell us that we're going to need a number, followed by a comma, followed by a number, followed by a comma, and then so on and so forth. So what we're going to want to do is we'll select the first group of attendees and then drag that selection all the way down to the final group of attendees. And as you'll see, Microsoft Excel here is going to automatically add in this first cell from where we came from, a colon, and then the final cell for our selection. And then all we have to do is add a close parentheses and hit enter, and we'll get that same 62. Now, if we want to sum up our meat orders, seafood orders, and pasta orders, you can actually select this little bolded corner in the bottom right side and drag it over, and it's going to continue to use that same formula on the remaining selections. So in this instance, we've got 35 meat eaters, 25 seafood, and 7 pasta. If you'd like, you can download our sample template of this exact same worksheet to be able to try this out. And if you have any questions or stumble on any issues as you're doing this, feel free to either comment here or send me an email at andy@getyoursheettogether.com.